It's the TGIF edition of the Maurologue for this Friday, May 9. Today is National Lost Sock Memorial Day, a solemn salute to those brave little foot soldiers who vanished somewhere between the washer and the void. We may never know where they go. Alternate dimension? Dryer portal? Secret sock rebellion? But today we honor their absence. Clean out that sock drawer, repurpose the lone survivors, or just take a moment of silence for your fallen cotton comrades. Because behind every unmatched sock is a mystery worth memorializing. Hey, it was on this day in 1914, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson declares the first National Mother's Day. Since then, it has been set as the second Sunday of every May by Congress. That means that this Sunday is Mama's Day, where we celebrate the real MVPs, the ones who gave us life, and that look that says, "Don't test me." It's a time to honor the women who have been chefs, counselors, chauffeurs, and champions, sometimes all before breakfast. Whether she raised you with quiet strength or loud love, Sunday is the day to say, "Thank you. I love you. And no, I still can't do it like you do." Call her, hug her, let her pick the restaurant. She's earned it. Well, Cardinal Robert Prevost earned the right to be called Leo XIV after being selected to serve as the next pope and the first American to lead the Catholic Church. Prevost, a relatively young and spry 69 years old, was born in Chicago, earned a mathematics degree from Villanova before returning to the Catholic Theological Union in Chicago for his Master of Divinity. Later, he led ministries in Peru for decades. In 2023, the late Pope Francis assigned Prevost to a leadership role in Rome, where he became an influential advisor at the Vatican. It was 12 years ago a Dutch nursing home had a brilliant idea: free rent for students in exchange for 30 hours a month of time spent with seniors. No caregiving, just companionship. At Wonen-Zorgenstrom Humanitas, students and elders share meals, stories, and simple moments that quietly change lives. Depression drops, self-esteem rises, and the generations grow closer, one conversation at a time. It's low cost, high impact, and full of heart. Proof that sometimes the best medicine is a roommate. Well, prom season is in full swing, but for students impacted by the Eaton fire in Pasadena, California, the dream of dressing up and dancing felt out of reach until the community stepped up. Nonprofits, neighbors, and yes, even Steve Carell pitched in to make sure seniors had everything from tickets to tuxes. The result? A night to remember for all the right reasons. As John Muir High's Jada Dean put it, we need it. And thanks to a whole lot of heart, they got it. Well, it looks like a Band-Aid, but it reads your soul. Researchers at Penn State have developed a stretchy little sticker that tracks your heart rate, sweat, and skin temperature to decode how you're really feeling, accurately pegging emotional states 89% of the time. Think of it as emotional truth serum with a tech twist. While it might ruin your poker face, it could be a game changer for mental health care, especially for folks who struggle to articulate how they're doing or don't even realize they're struggling. Call it mood detection on mute. What will they think of next? Well, every year, millions of teens hit the road, and the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety wants them in cars that protect, not just impress. Their 2025 rankings spotlight over 70 safe, affordable used vehicles under $10,000 and nearly 50 more under $20,000 with crash prevention, tech-like emergency braking, and top-tier headlights. They even highlight 22 brand-new models equipped with seatbelt reminders because teens aren't always the best at buckling up. The message? Buy as much safety as you can afford. Your teen's life may depend on it. Well, turning to sports, Logan Thompson made 27 saves, including 16 in the third period, and the Washington Capitals defeated the Carolina Hurricanes 3-1 in Game 2 of their NHL playoff Eastern Conference semifinal series in Washington on Thursday. Tom Wilson had a goal and an assist. Connor McMichael and John Carlson also scored for the Capitals, who are the number one seed from the East in an even their best-of-7 series after a 2-1 overtime loss in Game 1. In Game 2 of the Western Conference second round, Connor McDavid broke free after 75 minutes of relative captivity to set up the game-winning goal by Leon Draisaitl at 15:20 of overtime that gave Edmonton a 5-4 win over the Golden Knights in Las Vegas on Thursday. Edmonton dropped the first two games of the first round on the road against Los Angeles, but they've now won 6 straight. They have trailed at some point in each of those 6 games, meaning it's the first time that has happened in the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs. But don't call it a comeback. In the NBA postseason, Julius Randle had 24 points and 11 assists to help the Timberwolves capitalize on Warriors star Steph Curry's absence in a 117-93 victory Thursday in Minneapolis that tied the second-round series at a game apiece. Finally, chocolate is vital for our survival. I bet you didn't know that. Yeah, look at dinosaurs. They didn't have chocolate. And look what happened to them. Today's motivation comes from Bernadette Soubirous, the French peasant girl who became a saint after reporting visions of the Virgin Mary. She said, "I shall spend every moment loving." That quiet vow isn't just poetic, it's a mission statement. In a world that often rushes past kindness, she reminds us love doesn't need a spotlight, it needs intention. So today, in the chaos, in the stillness, in the in-between, choose love. Not just in grand gestures, but in glances, in patience, in showing up. Make every moment a verb. Love like it's your full-time job. I'm Mauro Ranello reminding you to stay strong, stay kind, hold the door open. Don't tailgate in traffic. Have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend and keep fighting the good fight. And oh yeah, don't forget to join me Saturday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Triller TV as I help provide the soundtrack along with Don Callis to Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling's Northern Rising at the venerable venue formerly known as Maple Leaf Gardens. It is one of the most stacked independent pro wrestling events in history, and at the Cathedral of Hockey turned Chapel of Chops, it's only fitting that the evening features a hat trick of championship fights. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, Northern Rising, Saturday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Triller TV.